Wayne and Eric back live with you with part 2 of the blues jamming. Okay, we're going to basically take a G power chord and do a little power chugging to the C, and to a D, and then back down to a C, and then back down to a G. Okay? Again, this is out of the order of the blues. This is just to get you guys acclimated, and we'll have another video where we'll actually get you to play along with us and you can try different things out. Okay, if you can't do that, notice actually, instead of most times we play a power chord with these 2 fingers because we get comfortable, or we play a 3-finger power chord or 3-string power chord, it's sometimes called this way. We're going to modify this for blues and actually play it with our index finger and middle finger. This is basically a pattern like a heavy metal guy would shred through solos. It's one way that I call it. And actually, this is actually from classical music. A cello player would actually play their lines. Being as I'm married to one, they would play that same thing. An extended 2 and an extended 3 finger. Okay? But anyhow, we're going to be using a 1 and 2 finger on a low G and a D. And then we're playing what I call a 5 and a 6 chord. Just back and forth. In G. Cross over to C, 1 string higher. Here's the 4 chord. And of course you can slide this up. And then go back to the G maybe. So jam around with that, and you can take it up. People made up different patterns all the way across the fretboard, so anything will work. Jam on and practice it. It's hard. You have to have your guitar. You've noticed I've got the angle up. You really have to have the guitar, I believe, the fretboard over on your left-hand side. If you're playing the correct way, right-handed, I'm just joking, okay? And then you've really got to have a little bit of an angle on it, because the flatter your fretboard is, if I can still stay in the frame, it's just so darn hard to get your hand to manipulate, okay? So practice that. Now, if this is too hard for you, watch this. Imagine those 2 notes, G and D, and then you just play a whole step on the 5th and the 6th note of the G chord. And miraculously, it ends up being these 3 shapes that we're going to play. And so Eric is going to play the bass note. Okay, 1, 2, in G, we got it. Then C, back to G. Staying there. Up 2 frets and 1 string D. C. And stopping. Okay? So that basically, with 2 guitar players in the band, one guy can do one thing, another guy can do another thing. If you do the same thing, it's boring. And although this is extremely boring when you look at it, but it's really fun to play with your friends and actually jam and pay attention to the drummer, pay attention to what's going on around you, what's the bass player playing, and really get involved in the music instead of looking at your hands and being so darn concentrated and worried about playing the right string. Okay? And I am using all down picks, if you couldn't see, on everything that I'm doing. Okay, you want to mess around, I guess you could up and down. I'm also doing another little trick. Every time I switch strings, I'm going to switch over the D string, open A string. So every time I switch to a chord, to keep the rhythm going and the illusion that I'm grooving with you, I'm just sticking in an open note that you don't even notice. Okay? I'll try that again, and Eric will play in G, a root note, 2, 3, 4, C, back to G. Okay, so just some little fun things that you can do. It gives it kind of a spanking. What's Joe Satriani kind of? That's how I guess he entitles his boogies that way. He plays a lot of little open note boogies that allows him to move around really fast and sound really technically cool. And he's kind of combining blues and rock and jazz and fusion together, which is really neat. Okay, and that's basically. Let's try it again. Let's see what the key is here. Okay, so we're going to come up a C blues. Okay, 1, 2. Ready, C. Then the 4 chord, you jump over 1 string. Back to C. G. And then down. Okay? Now, what's cool about this particular pattern is you can go, here's your C chord, and then your 4 chord is F. Or you can go C chord, F chord, down a string, over 2 frets to the right, left rather. You're right on the video. And here's the F chord, which is I'm just doing. Okay, so let's try this. I'm going to go down the pattern instead of up the pattern, up to the high strings. 2, 3, 4. And then down to a low F pattern, starting on a C. And then back. Staying there. And then down to a G chord, which is on the A string. Down to the 4 chord. Okay, and then there's some other little, you can get greasy with it. Okay, and I was even letting an open string ring. If it sounds cool and it works in the key, you can let it ring. If it doesn't, get rid of that sucker fast. Okay, use your ears. Nothing is really wrong here. You want to kind of explore and find out what works for you. Okay. On the back side of this, so while one person is doing this, let's go back to the key of G, Eric. I'm going to do just the one note, 1, 2, and Eric's going to be doing the chords, and it's. There's something called a 6/9 chord, and not that I'd recommend doing it, but every now and again, if you wanted to, you can stick the tonic note, the G, and you can rise up one. It doesn't sound too awful hateful. Again, use your ears and in context. The lower it is, it might not work as well. If we go over to the key of C, doing the same thing, 2, 3, 4, F, G, F, C, F, G, F. Okay, notice I was just jumping around the fretboard. These are great little exercises to do. Just practice your note name. C, F, G, F, C, F, G, F. Okay? And mess around to find different places to play it. If you would believe that, I actually did that without looking. It was luck. Okay? The more you know your fretboard and the real estate on it, the easier it is and the more fun it is to play. So have fun with that.